Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds. Went out to the bargain bins again. Let's take a look at what I found this morning, starting with this Charizard plush from 1998, which was why it was worth grabbing. Something newer, probably not, but he was a fantastic find, just right on top of one of the bins, one of the first things I found, because he will pay for everything today by himself. So that was a great way to start, just, clean slate. Everything else is just great for the store. A couple of Turtles VHS tapes, and then we'll get into some books and things. We have the great Baldini, the original TMNT series I grew up with, and then one of the Turtles musical concert tapes. There's a Christmas one that's really good, and then this coming out of their shells. Used to have the audio cassette version of this concert with the live action Turtles, but this was a great tape. Some Young Frankenstein, a PBS home video, Ken Burns, The Brooklyn Bridge, Frosty the Snowman, gathering a few things with Christmas coming up here. This Battle of the Worlds with Claude Rains. And a Batman VHS set. I've never seen this particular one. I've seen a bunch of ones with like multiple Batman, a lot with just Batman and Batman Returns. But this particular one with Batman, Batman Returns, and Batman Forever. Not run across this exact same box set before. Just open, but has a lot of the original plastic on it, and still has the inserts, little comic books. So that was really nice find. And 2 of the 3 tapes are actually sealed. So for some reason, someone watched Batman Forever, but didn't watch Batman or Batman Returns. So that's kind of odd. That would not be the first one I would put in. So yeah, that was a really good find, especially with these 2 that are still sealed for that set, and the fact that it still has the comic, because these little insert kind of things are usually what's missing when you find these box sets, but it has everything in here, so that's a really cool find. Then we have a bunch of books and some DVDs and other stuff. This is really cool. This Wilton Yearbook 1979. It's a cake decorating book. Lots of cool designs. These are the kind of cakes that I would get for my birthday growing up, where they had those shaped, you can see in the back here with Wonder Woman, Superman, pans. There'd always be like new ones every single year, and then you'd have little tips to like finish them off, add some details and things like this Bugs Bunny. I remember my mom having stuff like that, and every year we got something different, something really, really cool, something that we were into, and I don't really see a whole lot of that anymore. I don't know if they even still make a lot of those themed pans for like cartoon characters or TV shows. I just don't see them around anymore. Maybe that's a thing of the past, but this is a perfect little thing to pop on Etsy if someone wants to kind of use that for some tips and tricks. And those pans do really well too if you find them. People really like those. A bunch of books. So The Harsh Cry of the Heron, Tried by Fire, the story of Christianity's first 1,000 years, The Murder of Marilyn Monroe, and I want to look compared to my copy of this, just to see, because there's so many different versions of this, even this exact book. This is an updated and revised edition, so I need to double check. I read this one a long time ago, whether or not mine is the updated and revised edition or not. So one will be for the store, one will be for me. We have Grimes and Covers, a magical bookshop mystery. The autobiography Blood Memory, Martha Graham. Dragon's Keep. The Cabin Below, some Elizabeth Peters with The Snake, the Crocodile, and the Dog. Plagues and Peoples. Spirit Legacy. Some McGee and Me, The Big Lie. Awake. Into the Waters. Steel Tide, a Seafire novel. The Norton Anthology of American Literature. This is Volume D, 1914 to 1945. Skinner's The Breaking. Some Star Wars, The Old Republic. This is really cool. This Dark Crusade. I love any vintage sci-fi fantasy stuff. The art is always fantastic. 1 through 5, of the Power of 3, the Warriors series. These are always great when you can find a bunch of consecutive ones, because there's so many, and they just don't sell individually. But if you get a bunch in a series, fantastic find. Kids still to this day love this series. These have done really well. These Aaron Hunter books, super popular. Every little kid that I kind of knew around this age seemed to really like these. And then these are really cool. I want to look through these and actually might read a few of them for myself to determine if they're from me or the store. Probably the store, but we'll see, because I really like Robert E. Howard, and then branching off to all the different authors who have tackled Conan over the years, and some vintage Conan novels. We have Conan the Restless. This is a Ronald Green. And then we have The Wanderer, The Adventurer, Robert E. Howard, Conan of Aquilonia. Some really beautiful artwork. So these are very, very cool. I want to check these out, but those were a nice find for the books. And a few CDs, not a whole lot. We have the Rugrats in Paris movie soundtrack, just an oddball one, and the very best of James Bond themes, which has, and a bunch of other stuff too, because it has 24 tracks. I think there's a couple different variations of some other music tracks. Jason X. This is a family triple feature. Very odd, like early 90s triple feature. We have Christopher Lloyd in Camp Nowhere. This one I remember: Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend, and My Father, the Hero. Stephen King's Tommyknockers. Mission of Honor. Sense and Sensibility. Sealed Blu-ray of Wild Horses, and one sealed DVD today with at least the widescreen edition of The Polar Express. Kind of modern, popular Christmas movie. So not a whole lot of DVDs. That was it for them. Then just a couple of odds and ends stuff. This was good because it was sealed, but this from a Christian Arts Gift Center. We have magnetic page markers with a bunch of Bible verses and things, so that'll be good to pop up. Some Dr. Seuss flashcards. And then a couple of these from the Americana collection. These little village things you can do for something people decorate for Christmas. Sometimes people use them for their train sets and different things. We have City Hall, so a couple like stuff like that. And then the Clark Mansion. And then the last one here, we have the Land Surveyor's Office. So a little bit of oddball stuff today. Not a whole lot of media, just really wasn't a lot there. Some decent book finds though. I was really happy with those. And of course that Batman box is pretty cool. So decent finds today. I'll see you around next time I go out to the bins.